So let's go back. The general rule was within 10 days, you get this done. Well, if you can't get it done within 10 days and you ask them to put it in writing and they do, then we provide provisional credit. That's the walking around money. The provisional credit that you provide has to be provided within 10 days under Reg E. Visa says it has to be provided within 5 days. And then you have to inform them of the provisional credit and the amount within 2 business days after delivering that to them. So there's a notification requirement there. Now, if they don't put it in writing, then you don't have to provide them this walking around money. You'll find that in letter C towards the middle of the page. So they tell you within 60 days of the statement being delivered. You ask them to put it in writing and they do, you're going to give them walking around money in 10 or 5 days, depending on the type of transaction. If you ask them to put it in writing and they don't, you still have to investigate within the time frames, but you don't have to give them walking around money, provisional credit, while you do the investigation. Now, what's provisional credit made up of? Pay very close attention here. Page 21, letter B, middle of the page, the amount of the alleged error in question. So if Diane is alleging $200 worth of disputes, okay, the $200 will be part of the provisional credit, and any lost interest. So when did those transactions go out of her account, okay, compared to today's date when we're going to give her the provisional credit? What sort of interest was lost in that time frame, if any? So if it's not an interest-bearing account, we don't have to worry about it. But if it's an interest-bearing account, we've got to make her whole with respect to the amount of dispute and any interest that would have been provided if the money had been in her account rather than having been unauthorized to leave the account. When we do these extended investigations, the outcome works like this. Once we conclude our investigation, we correct the error, if it was truly an error, within 1 day, and we report the results back within 3 days. Now, nowhere have I identified so far today any sort of written requirement as far as notification to the customer, but it comes highly recommended. And I'm going to share with you some tools and resources that we have that a lot of our clients that are successful with their Reg E dispute process that they utilize to document these disputes. So the provisional credit letter, the letter regarding the reporting of the results, things like that. It's a good idea to put those in writing, but the regulation doesn't require it, just so you know and have all the cards in front of you. Now, when you do these investigations, these are the time limits we're all under. Let's talk about the outcome.